Hey, what's up, guys? Good afternoon. This is Tone Fernandez here. Just finished getting a workout in, guys, and I was looking at my computer reading some articles, and one of the main articles I was reading about was procrastination. I think that procrastination usually is the beginning, reason why a lot of people fail in different areas of their life. It could be your health failure, it could be financial failure, it could be relationship failure. The issue with most people is that we procrastinate. So I was reading an article on lifehack.org, and I'll share the link with you guys. What's up, Jose? How are you? And at lifehack.org, I was just reading some practical ways on, how to avoid procrastinating. And I want to share those 11 tips with you guys. So number one is pretty simple. Is break your work into little steps. I think I once heard a quote that said, "The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step." And sometimes we look at the task as this big mountain. Hey, just climb the first step first and then focus on the rest later. And just by getting started, it's going to create this momentum for you to get to the next step. So number one is break down your work into little steps. Number two, change your environment. A lot of the reason why we procrastinate is our environment. It's where we grew up. It's the different people that influence us. So figure out a way to change that environment because they're influencing you. So you have two options. You can have positive influences in your life or negative influences in your life. You choose, but you control the people that are around you. Number three was create a detailed timeline with specific dates. The reason why most people don't achieve any goals is because they don't put a specific date behind it. So in order for you to hit those goals, you got to know by when, because here's what happens. Think about this. I did the best example of this was a gentleman who was sharing a story. He said, how many of you guys can relate? And I want you guys to see if you can relate, especially if you have a job. Let's say you scheduled a trip to, Miami in 3 months, right? You got so much to get done between now and Miami. You got to book your flight. You got to make sure you have the clothes. You got to make sure that all your work is done at work. You got to make sure that your schedule shifts. But what we do is when we get close to the date that we're leaving to Miami, that last week, we crunch time. We get everything done. That's the same way that you're going to treat your goals if you create a timeline. Why? Because you're going to know you have a certain time to figure it out. And when you get closer to that date, it's crunch time. You're going to be like, let me roll up my sleeves and get it done. So that was a pretty practical thing is have a specific date. Number four is eliminate your procrastination pits. Procrastination pits are little things that cause you to procrastinate. It could be, maybe you're in sales and you have to make phone calls to clients all day. But then you're on Facebook, instead of calling clients. Or maybe you receive emails and you decide, let me read these emails before I call clients. So what you have to do is eliminate those distractions. Log out of your Facebook from your computer, log out of your email, and eliminate those distractions. And in life, whatever it is, if you're looking to work out and get in shape, what distractions? If you got to go through your cabinet in your house and eliminate all the junk food, do that. Those are procrastination pits. Because why? Think about when you go on a diet and then you mess up. You go home and you have Oreo cookies and you're like, I'll just start over tomorrow. Next day you do the same thing. So eliminate as many distractions and pitfalls as possible. Number five, I said it earlier, but hang out with people who inspire you. They say you become the combined average of the 5 people you hang out with the most. I know it sounds cliche and you hear it all the time, and your mom told you growing up, she said, you are who your friends. Show me who your friends are and I'll show you who you are. But that's so true. If you hang out with 6 losers, you're going to be the 7th. If you hang out with 5 winners, you're going to be the 5th. So start to change the people you hang out with because they influence your mindset, influence your decision. Think about this. When you grew up with your close friends, you guys had the same jokes, sometimes the same laugh, all the same characteristics because you guys fed off of each other. It's the same in adulthood. You guys have people who around you who are ambitious, it's going to rub off on you. You have people around you who procrastinate, it's going to rub off on you. And then number 6, to go along with that, is find a running buddy. Find somebody in your life. If it's a workout partner, if it's a business buddy, it's called a running buddy. So get somebody that you can have accountability with daily. Hey, where are you at? Okay, and what happens, you create competition, you create synergy, and you create things that allow you guys to push each other to the next level. Number 7, tell everybody about your goals. Make your goals public. Why? Because it becomes accountable. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your significant other, tell your children. Even in business, I was listening to a story the other day of a gentleman I'm in business with. And, he made it public. I'm going to hit this promotion by this date. And what ended up happening was even his kids were like, Dad, hey, you came home early today. Did you hit your goals? Things like that. So make your goals public. Let every single body know because they're going to hold you accountable. That's going to push you. Number 8 is seek somebody who's already achieved what you want to do. Pretty simple. Find a mentor. If I want to be the best ball player, I'm looking to get coached by Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. So find somebody who's good at that, because the issue we have in life, and if you listen closely, is we take advice from people who are not living the lifestyle that we want. So what ends up happening is they're deterring you from what you should be doing because they want you to live the lifestyle they live. But ask yourself this question before you take advice from people: is, are they living the lifestyle that I want to have? Do they have the results? That doesn't mean you don't love them. Could be your mom, could be your dad. It just means that you're not going to take specific advice from them. You want to be a millionaire? Hey, if your mom and dad are not millionaires, don't take advice from them. Number 9 is re-clarify your goals. So what does this mean? This means on a daily basis, make sure that you know your goals. Check in with those goals. Track your goals. Re-clarify it. If you hit a goal, scratch it off the list and create a new one. See, the issue is a lot of people create goals and then we disappear and we're like, oh, I never hit my goal. No, it's because you didn't track your goals, you didn't re-clarify them, and you didn't revisit them frequently. So that's another example of that. Number 10 is stop overcomplicating things. See, the reason why big businesses like McDonald's and franchises succeed is because they have a simple system. Think about it. You walk into McDonald's, the French fry machine is on the left, McFlurry machine is on the right. Anybody can do that. Who's typically running the McDonald's? 16, 17, 18-year-old. Why? Because they created a simple, simplified system. Why don't we do that with our life? Why don't we create simple systems so we can achieve our goals? And number 9, get a grip and just do it. A lot of your problems, and if you're listening to this, is all up here in your head. 90% of the reason why you haven't done what you need to do is all in your head. You have doubt. You have fear. This might happen. That might happen. Listen, get a grip and understand that the worst case scenario is not even that bad. If you decide to do whatever you want to do, it is not that bad. So thank you guys for jumping on. I appreciate everybody. Nancy, Jose, Ajani, everybody else who jumped on today. If you did find value in this, real quick, before you log off, hit the share button below. Tag somebody that may need to get some of these tips. Feel free to like, share, comment. And as always, your success is important to me, guys. I'll see you guys out there on the field.